Bueno. A ver. Vale. Pues vamos allá, señores. Continuemos lo que nos interrumpió la cena. Vale. Estoy increíble, tío. Vale. GREEDFALL. GREEDFALL. Menudo loro. Joder. Estoy escuchando en la otra oreja un podcast. Bueno, un podcast no. Pero como si lo fuera. Vale, a ver. Nos habían dicho que problemas en Edén. Hablar con el padre Justini. Hay que ir a Tirtop. Mira, ahí he estado. Eso lo conozco. Eso lo conozco. Oh. Ahí vale. ¿Dónde pollas está? ¿Aquí? Ah, vale, pasa que es que no indica. Vale, vale. Vale. Vamos al campamento de Edén por decir algo, porque no sé realmente qué cojones. Uy, mira, está aquí, justo. ¿Pero esto qué es? La aldea de Edén. Ay, pues no me acuerdo de la aldea esta de Edén. Debía estar ayer o...
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Vale, sí, ya, pasa que no me hablaba ninguno de estos hijos de puta.
Father.
Claro.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the
También la vi
theologians
la
who discovered
hermana
them,
Eugenia.
and we're also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have
Monia.
learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
Vale.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the...
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logaed Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Teleme, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men, perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Cargado.
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child. What?
tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May
Oh.
the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Digamos. A ver.
I
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Eugenia, moza.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must...
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablets?
Some of the village savages helped us to...
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister
Vale,
Eugenia.
nada.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
Uf. Ha peinado, amiga.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But
Te lo llevo
first, we
primero, claro.
wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to, but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Oh, alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even
No sé por qué insulares lo traduce como nativos,
about
pero bueno.
searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their
No
raised
son
stones and other
sinónimos.
places of superstition.
Pero si dice natives. Bueno, no sé si la traducción es directa o.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful.
Ah.
Thank you. I will let you work.
Muy bien. Bien.
Greetings. Desade. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Sí, claro. Lo tendré que decir yo, chaval. Soy detective.
Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were
Claro.
priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
Esto no sé lo que es. Ah, vigor 1, creo. Claro. No, pero igual no, perdón. Intuición, coño. Intuición 1. Vigor, no, vigor. Claro.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your... I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into 2 parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Brother Virgil can't have cared less about these relics. He must have fallen asleep on duty. And then, someone must have just stolen the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened. But someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
So, we have to find their accomplice, the one that informed them, and who must be in the village.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Beep, beep, beep. Va.
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
A ver. Intentar provocar, intentar comer.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
I do not think they will hurt us. They want peace too, and violence would break it all.
I understand why you are no longer the chief, if you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village are doing.
You're right. I was indeed a bad chief. I couldn't even convince those who left to stay.
Joder, la madre que lo parió. Se va a dar por aludido ni se va a ofender.
I understand why you are no longer the chief, if you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village are doing.
You're right. I was indeed a bad chief. I couldn't even convince those who left to stay.
No me dejan más cojones.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminous. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
You wouldn't do that. The Solasser would burn the entire village.
He's not really leaving me a choice. Right. Let's go back to San Mateus.
Wait! I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Like so many others.
No, que se pone chulo todavía el pavo, ¿viste? Wow. Habla con Vindwal. ¿Y Vindwal dónde pollas está? Ah, vale, el mismo pueblo. Ahí está.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bird here, Tumad. Yes, that is me.
Dure.
What do you want?
Usarla de robar hasta...
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the Mind Shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Las devuelvas.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Ptolemy is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Joder, vete tú, coño. Joder, macho. Esto todo. Oh.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
How did you become...
As I was given to the Nords. I think I was originally took my first step. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Okay.
Ah, you are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Pues no.
Indeed. I am from the congregation of merchants. My name is Desarde. To whom do I have the privilege?
Sister Ephesia, envoy of Ptolemy, by the grace of the illuminated. Enchanted, the Mother Cardinal has tasked me to investigate the activities of this village.
She also sent me here, to be your second.
What excellent news. You cannot imagine how much comfort that brings me. How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be all, sister.
Vale, sí, esto también me lo había encontrado y no me hablaba. Mira, ahora me habla. Ah. Que sí, ¿eh? Joder. Ah, sí, era lo rezaban todo. Fatal.
Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad renaikse. I am the Donegad. Yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject any answers that displease them. Questions have no value when one already claims to know the answers.
But
It is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
that is not what I...
Qua awelemseg. May your answers fill your day with bounty.
Vale. No me dijo nada.
Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onolmenawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance that comes from this everything. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect, all that surrounds us, and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
What can you tell me about your clan?
My people are proud, full of courage and tough. That which destroys others makes us stronger. Many of them fear us, even amongst the other clans, because the fury of the Storm Warriors is a story often told. But when we are not fighting, we are peaceful people, and we are happy guarding over our sacred woods. Anything more?
Concerning this story about a cult,
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say.
Bueno, pues no me vale mucho. Creo. Vamos ahora. Otorgado a los habitantes de la aldea. Ahora sí.
Leave me be. Even your... Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor.
Ahí
An
está.
Olmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Birtir to Madre Naikse.
good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you
Madre
don't
mía,
know.
qué
Let
intensitos
us play
todos.
a game. If you
Buah.
answer my questions, I will answer yours.
If it's the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gicane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
De la isla como hay Dios, claro. Se sabe desde el principio.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here.
The Moine Shakers came here to our home and tried to convince us to abandon our ways. No one wanted to listen to them, so they finally decided to leave. I suppose that they were full of disappointment, or angry, or simply tired. And then the others arrived. The woman is truly strange. She is aggressive and spies on us at every turn. I would prefer that she leaves as well. Let's try something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I'm not bound, or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegad. Your turn.
This is a delicate question, but would you know anything about a demon?
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mind shakers call the spirits, no? There are spirits everywhere. In you and in us, in each tree, in each spring. There is not only one. I cannot tell you more if you are not more precise in what you seek. It was fun. More than with the woman who makes light. She did not want to play.
Bueno, hola. Están rezando. Tienden a mandarle por el culo todos. Pero directamente. A ver. Exactamente hay dos aquí. Ah, aquí el de ahí arriba, no. Los dos. Zorro. Ah, bueno, hay otro aquí. Hermana Fes. Igual.
Do you want something?
Es la misma.
Enough questions.
Ay, madre. Pues es la única que queda.
What do you seek?
Concerning this story about a cult.
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say.
Ah. Chica. Dinos algo, joder, no pasa nada. Casi combate singular de... Nada. Raúl.
Leave me be! Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor. An Anolmenawe does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Nada. A ver esta.
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
Cabeza. Ay, madre. ¿Quién me dice recuperar las tablillas? tú, que me matan. Que me matan, que me matan, que me matan, que me matan. Cago en la vida. Mongol. Pues, no entiendo. Vamos por la ropa esta horrorosa.
Traitor.
Traitor. Casa Dios. Aquí. Aquí. La de la... Sí.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their...
Dewit! What are you doing here? I'm not here to fight you.
Vamos.
But I must retrieve the tablets of Saint Matthias.
What? How do you know we have them? And how? Not Freddy. We will not give them back. We lost our homes and families, so the priests lose their sacred stones.
I know that you are seeking vengeance, but the priests will not be the only ones to suffer the consequences of your actions. Your mother helped you, and once they find out about it, she will pay the price in your place. Is that what you want?
They will not suspect her. She's helping them in their research. And even if they found out, they wouldn't hurt her. You are wasting your time.
Perhaps I could do something for you in exchange for the tablets.
You are a Renaigse. You cannot help us.
I am also an Onol Manawi. So?
We want to join the Sengeden Anadas, Deirdre's clan. But she only accepts warriors, and not all of us are warriors. Give us a family and a home, and we will give you back the priest's stones.
Very well. I will go and see her. I hope that we manage to convince Deirdre.
Especially considering she isn't exactly known for a friendship towards strangers.
Nada. Viajar. Llegar aquí mismo. A la aldea.
What do you seek?
I come on behalf of the exiles of Vig-Sonegad. They'd like to join your clan.
Some already have done. The others should just do like them and undergo the trials of the warriors.
But not all of them are warriors.
We're about to go to war. Those who do not know how to fight have no place amongst the Sengeden Anadas.
Siora,
Why do you refuse to welcome the exiles? They want to fight the Renaigse, just like you.
Why do you not welcome them amongst the Gaius Rad if you have so much compassion for them?
It is your clan they want to join, not mine.
Make them change their mind. I will not change mine.
I implore you to reconsider, Deirdre. Though they may not all be fighters, these people will know how to make themselves useful in your village.
Very well. You have helped us,
Joder.
and I trust in your judgment. You can tell the exiles that I'm waiting for them. Anything
Artificiales.
more?
No, bueno, sí.
Concerning this story,
Enough, enough.
I'm glad I managed to convince her. Now we'll be able to retrieve the tablets, and the exiles will have a clan once more.
Me lo ha follado la... Sí que... Esto, cambios tanto de corte, o sea, de viaje rápido, como la carga de los... Bueno, la que se los encuentran en los casas. Pero bueno, los juegos tienen carga, están en casa.
So, what did they?
She accepted to welcome you all in.
I did not think that you'd manage to convince her. You can take the tablets.
Thank you. I hope that you'll be happy in your new family.
At Loredar. And you were right. You are more on Olmanawi than Renaigse.
Vale. ¿Dónde están las tablillas de los cojones? Vale. A que se quedó bugueado.
On Ormanawi, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you.
A ver si quito los huevos ahí. No. Oh. No me jodas. No me jodas que se me... Oh, espérate, a ver. A ver si hay... GREEDFALL. Bug. Tablillas. No me jodas. Uy, funciones para... Pues tablets. Vaya, vídeo. Es que esto de los vídeos es un asco, tío. Estás aquí viendo un minuto, no sabes. Bah. Verdad, Voy a buscar los inglés en vez de tablillas, voy a buscar tablet. ¿Eh? Bueno, no sé esto cómo lo voy a gestionar.
Desarde, can I do anything?
I must leave you.
A ver. Cuando voy a guardar todavía no fuera rápido. Voy a salir y volver a... A ver si es que hay un cofre ahí que no se está renderizando. Pero vamos. Pinta mal, ¿eh? Pinta culero. Joder. No.
Desarde, can I do?
I must leave.
Voy a... Voy a ir a ver al inquisidor. ¿Dónde estaba? Ahora aquí. Mateus tampoco estaba. Creo que era aquí. Pero no más caso. No. Aquí sí. Vale. Hay que volver. Pero bueno. Es que varios sitios, tío.
Desarde.
Joder.
I must leave.
Casco, tío. A ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. ¿Qué es esto, tío? No. Bueno, estas trampas que brillan por la lucita son de puta madre, ¿eh? Para ciegos. O sea, para atrapar ciegos. ¿Qué va?
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son.
Yes, everything is fine. He has joined the Sengedin Anidas and he gave me the tablets.
Really? What about the others? Those who are not fighters? I thought that Dedra did not want them.
I managed to convince her to accept all of the exiles.
I thank you for helping them. It is reassuring to hear that they are in a new clan.
Exactly. Esto es muy raro. Salió como un punto doble. Jax. Ya me da igual. Digamos. Ah, es que ahora brilla. Vale. Dejo.
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Nada. Nada.
I must leave you.
May the...
Hola.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
Entonces
I
estaría
do not
guardia.
want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Y bobo.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Listo. Problemas en Edén. He quedado. ¿Cuánto me llevó? Una orilla la misión, ¿eh? Estuvo bien, ¿eh? Ya estuvo bien. A ver qué hacemos ahora. Conflictos teológicos. Pero los estados de acción avanzan la misión principal. Vale. ¿Y esa era de quién? No, esta ya es una misión secundaria genérica, no era no, bueno, de Teleme lo que fuera, pero no era de compañía. Vale. Ya fin. Voluntad nada. Constitución. Ajá. Ven. Se hace otra. Ojo.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
No cae en la trampa, Así. Hola. Vale. Bien. Yo creo que podemos hacer este, el Belvivier este, los cojones. O... O Vedrad. A ver, venga.
Desarde, I'd like to. Could you accompany?
Era ver si era Morange, Venga, vamos a hacerlo ahora, ¿no?
All right, Vasco. Let's go
Hola.
see Lady Lorraine Mirange.
Alright.
On Manawi, do you need something?
I'm asleep.
Joder. Bueno, pues nada. Hablar completo tras la Q.
Dear child,
I'll see
Ah.
you later.
Entonces supongo que ya...
Green blood, my friend. Do you need?
I'm asleep.
Pues nada, digamos. A ver. Vale, pues confundí. Vine aquí y no. Vamos a la misioncilla esta. Pesadilla.
It's blocked.
A ver. Ricachona ese, ¿eh?
Good day, Lady Mirange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sir de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Don't worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
What can you tell me about New Serene?
It's a new city whose construction began not long ago. When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port, a fence, and some huts here. The businesses, the barracks of the guard, the palace, and all of the houses sort of sprung up from the ground. To see how impressive it is today, even if it is still far from its majestic mother, is incredible. Of course, with such expanse, all kinds of bandits, drunkards, and other lowlife have arrived. But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything. I hope that your cousin continues this work.
What do you know about this island?
Much less than I would like. The land is still wild and extremely rich. Its soils are full of minerals, some of which are unknown to us. With regard to the flora and fauna, you've probably seen how different the creatures and plants are here. The islanders protect their land fiercely, and we cannot begrudge them that. When you see what we have done with our own, well, such a source of richness attracts greed.
No me digas.
You seem interested in the islanders.
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say I know much about them. They are quite secretive and protect their cult and traditions from the curiosity of strangers. I know that their sages, they call them Donegada, are the guardians of their rituals as well as of the island. They have very strong links with nature and the creatures that inhabit it. They're also good healers. I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more from the islanders themselves.
Sí.
What can you tell me about the relations we have with other nations?
We play a difficult role, caught between these two enemy nations who are nonetheless our allies. The smallest action could tip the balance and draw us into their conflict. If I may offer some advice, be very careful. We do not want a war to break out here.
My lady, I have to...
Madre. No es algo para invitarme por aquí. Algún cofre. Nada.
Come closer, good people. The cure is right. You'll find all you need.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madam Clerk?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastian? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
We must find him. This man you can see by my side is his brother.
Do not insult my intelligence. I know that the Darcys only have one son, alas.
You can see the Naught tattoos on his face, can't you? And a merchant like you must surely know about the Naught's recruiting process.
I can see the Naught, but a Darcy? And with all this blue on his face, he doesn't really resemble his brother.
I've got a hunch that your associate has brought you more problems than benefits. What would you say if I offered you some gold to compensate for your losses?
I see that you understand the struggles of a simple merchant. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist District. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. With Bastian, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Un momentico. Vale. Listo, pues. Vamos a ver. A ver. Hola, hola. J. Burbuas, ya estuviste antes. ¿Qué dices? A ver. Cuenta el maestro Ferhat. Bueno, y ahí. No está aquí, vale. Vale, ya lo sé. A ver, que nos vamos aquí. Vamos a... ¿A dónde nos... Ah, tío. Si no deja salir, vale. Es más raro. Vale.
If you come to do business, you should go upstairs. I am but a poor underling.
Normal que no vino nadie en silla de ruedas, ¿no? Mala idea.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Farad?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but I don't know where he is. To be honest, our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you're not telling us everything.
Perdón.
Come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace.
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why'd you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions. Not simple health potions, but far more subtle things.
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses. With ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
How can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
Oh, you're right. Anywhere is better than here. My boss did not only curse the name of the man you're looking for, he also hired some thugs to find him and our shipment.
Interesting. I think we may need to have a few words with your employer.
If you could also tell him that I am resigning, then I won't need to go upstairs. I told you everything I know. I must go back to work now.
You again. I already told you that I do not know where the man you're searching for is.
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of cutthroats. If Bastian survives...
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Para que palizar aquí. Aquí, ¿no?
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I fought uglier people than you.
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about? You're here to collect a debt, right?
Between what he owes our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lord, please do.
Me cago en la puta.
I don't think you realize who you are dealing with, so let me introduce myself. My name is de Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation, and I am here to save the life of one of our citizens. If you do not deliver him to me immediately, I will have no choice but to inform the governor.
And you'll end up rotting in jail in no time.
What a bunch of jokers. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah. Should we show them that we're not here to joke around?
Bit of poison on my blade.
Let's go!
¿Qué? ¿Me mataron a los tías, a las dos compis? ¿O no? No, por ahí vivo, creo. Ya.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me. Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you, who belongs to high society, will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there. And since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case, I am extremely grateful to you. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and sea given. It was a pleasure, sir. Thank you, Desade.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Vale, está obviamente. Entonces ahora sí podemos hacer lo que iba a hacer. Explorar. Explorar Valdrat, creo que se llama. Bueno. Vedrat. Vale, Vedrat se lo digo. Casa. Esto lo quiero, tío. Encuentra el campo. Y si hago esto primero. Voy. Vale, ponerme aquí por poner. Vale, a ver. Esto no. Ah, si aquí todavía me faltaba. Vale. Seguramente. Voy a poder.
The valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
No hacer nada de nada. Amigo. Joder. Me queda otro. Otro jabalí. Es verdad, vamos a ver el bestiario. Que me gusta a mí esto del bestiario. Vamos a ver. Código. Vale. Claro que sí, pasa. A mandar. A la madre. Por la puta. Quito esto. Bueno, tampoco para tanto.
Poison on my blade, and let's go!
Ay. Por aquí en cualquier lado.
And let's go!
But
Over there. Tents. This
Yes,
must be the expedition's camp.
It's not looking very good condition. Let's have a closer look.
It is a journal. That of a woman from the expedition, a certain Afra. She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. She feared an attack was brewing. I believe she was right. The writing stops mid-sentence.
Let's hope she's still alive, as well as her colleagues, or our mission will be a short one.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
This woman was right to fear the Donea Exregao. They must have followed this path coming from the swamp. This is where we should go if we want to find these lion scholars.
How strange, this lone bed. It contains scientific materials and a herbarium. Everything is tidy, but I see no trace of its occupant.
It's like being in a crow's nest. The view we have over the valley is an ideal observation point.
muy bonito, muy bonito. ¿Cómo cojones aparece por aquí? Ay, tengo sueño.
weapon leaves this sort of marking? Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes. It is the art of the Donegada. One of the Valley clans was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite. This journal of a naturalist confirms absolutely that this is the campsite of our lost expedition. It makes mention of the other campsite that we found a distance away.
Paso. Digamos. Vamos a toda hostia. Uy.
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
New prey, no doubt. Let's get...
Renaigse! We won't let you take us. We will not kneel down without a fight.
Wait! We have no desire to fight you. We only want to find the Lion Sages. They are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send an army of warriors to liberate them. If you help us bring them back, you will save your tribe from a costly battle in lives.
You will get nothing from us, Renaigse. We are ready to return to the Earth.
In that case... A bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Spare our lives, Renaigse. We will help you.
Where have you locked up the scholars?
In the old ruins, where we have also made our camp, north of the valley. But if you want to stop a fight against our people, you should avoid the main entrance also.
Very well. You may leave.
What? Magia. Magia negra.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
Well, we were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desade. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin, who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And then?
Captain Vasco.
Vasco da
I
Gama.
realize I am quite far from the sea.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. From the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own. This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
We saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly happened?
We were taken by surprise. One moment everything was calm, and the next a war party of natives fell upon us. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart, but when I heard my fellow scholars' shouts, I rushed over. Most of my companions are incapable of defending themselves, and we didn't have guards to protect us. One of them tried to flee, but they brought him down. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a massacre.
What has happened since the attack? How long have you been in these marshes?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village nearby. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, but I wasn't able. So I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companions, without any success so far.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were attacked. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some seem incredibly promising. The local shamans know all these plants and they use them in their remedies. If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held prisoner?
Certainly. We are oh so very close. And I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to sit around and twiddle thumbs.
A ver si adivino dónde los... Ah, puedes desbloquear terreno. Vale. Explorar el campo. A ver, tenía que venir hasta por la escalera. Esta. ¿Te disparas si te adelantas o no? Que exactly.
This is where the natives took your colleagues.
Yes, it is here. These ruins are being used as a camp
Ay,
by the
Amina.
native raiders.
There are so many of them. Better to remain discreet.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the main ruin.
Muy bien. Bueno. Más que esta buena. Bueno, claro. Opa.
Honor Manawi, do you need some?
I must leave.
Esta no avanza, Ah, no. ¿Qué me da? La nueva. Va a ser compañera. Vamos. Me lo huelo, pero. Pero vamos, es Kisi. Sin fallo. No creo. Tiene toda la pinta de compañero. Bueno. Ir un poquitito más para todo este mapa. Y a ver qué pasa. Mapa. Bueno. No.
I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Indeed,
Vale.
it would be wiser than trying to get in through the gate.
Ya, pero el campamento. Ah, vale. Claro. Sí, vale. Okay. Esperamos, ¿no? Hasta la noche. Vamos para allá. Vale. Y la saco al. Ah, puerco. Nueve de munición.
Honor Manawi, do you need something?
No.
I must leave you. See you later.
Vale. A ver, ya. Ya descubrí un conca. Tampoco hay nada. Vale. Mazmorra.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, on Almanawi, let's try to avoid a fight.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
¿Dónde está? Vale. No. Ajá. Tienes que matarlo para que pues yo no maté ninguna oveja. Lo recuerde, no me suena, ¿eh? Joder, no de rector. Vale.
Glad to see you, my friend. I intend to prove to the Admiral that I fully identify as a Naut once more. Without regrets, I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous, but with your help, I am convinced that I will succeed. So, shall we go and see her?
It would be my pleasure, but I'm too busy at the moment. Later, maybe.
Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
No sé qué coño.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
No te suba, no te suba. Vale, nada. Bien. Vale. Campamento. Sí. Ah, se han puesto unos nombres aquí, madre mía. Mis notas me vuelvo. Vale. Creo que son bastante idiotas. Porque... Joder. Mierda, joder.
Is that you?
Quickly, we don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
Ay, mira. L'ascoltació. Bueno, por aquí. Cuidado mi bola. Si he encontrado este baúl, no hubiera dado. No, tampoco hacía falta. Por estoy trastornado.
Now, we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
Joder, hay poco. Lo saco ahí fuera del recinto. Pero vamos. Total, Total. Vamos.
Mercy, you have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all dead.
No, you have our word. We have been bested. We will let you move on in peace.
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp when we were not even armed.
They are savages. They had us caged like beasts.
We only sought to learn where you have caged our people.
Spare their lives. I beg you. They were only fighting to save the lives of those that have disappeared.
Very well. Leave. And I hope you keep your word.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. I have spoken, and I will honor my words, qua awalam seg.
We are no longer in danger. Thank you for your help, Desade.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here are not entirely selfless. Your research to find a remedy against the Malachor could save many lives in our cities as well.
You speak like a true man of science. Cut to the point. Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to save us from those savages could help. We've made a discovery.
Is that right? In that case, we need to speak with Governor Burham immediately.
Very well. I'll accompany you.
Let's be off.
Sir Desade, and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tierna Hac Cadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted.
How's that?
Huh. Well, I grasp the basic of the local tongue, and I am certain to have heard the word yag. Remedy.
Surprising. But the Tierna Hac is very powerful and very wise. It is possible that she did craft such a remedy.
Bueno, señores, yo corto aquí porque no... Ya se me hace tarde. Sueño. Así que nada. Mañana más. Pasado cuando sea. En 2 días que de vacaciones. Y sí que va a haber unas buenas viciadas. Y algunas noches de forest también. Así que nada. Venga.